Hi there, my beautiful, amazing, phenomenal, awesome Born for Victory viewers. It's been a long time. I am so excited to be back in the studio. Since I came back from Turkey, I haven't really been working on this project, but thankfully today we're back here. So yeah, please, you new subscriber, new people who haven't seen us, Born for Victory, I urge you by the mercies of God that you subscribe to our channel, Born for Victory. Capital B, small letters ORN, 4 as in number 4, capital V, small letters ICTORY, Born for Victory. We're all about healing. We're all about the healing journey. We're all about touching lives while also growing, evolving, and, moving forward. So today, without any waste of time, I would like us to touch base on healing the inner child, healing your childhood. This is the question that we need to ask right away, right now. Was your childhood exciting? Was your childhood sad? Whatever the case it may be. This is not a a session that is professional, because I'm not a psychologist. I'm just somebody who's speaking from her heart, her experiences, and I want to share with you, how I managed to maneuver through my own personal experiences with the challenges I faced personally on this subject matter. I have something that will shock you. I'm 47 this year, going 48, and won't believe it, my little prop, like it or not, this was mine. This is something little Jacqueline Esther wore. I probably was between 0, 8 and 2 years. It's a bib, where they feed you, they put this over you. Yes, it was my own bib. Why am I showing us the bib? The psychologists, the findings, lots of people who studying deeply this subject, they know that at the age of 0 to 2, when your brain starting to develop, that's why all the childhood trauma gets to affect your life. You might say, Jacqueline, what do you mean? Somebody who's 0 years old, who's 2 years old, is a baby, they know nothing. Even when the little baby is sleeping and mom and dad are arguing in the next room, the brain is definitely taking in, recording all that. That's why sometimes when I see a baby sleeping, they twitching, the brain can sense that. So yeah, I would like to share my stories on inner child healing. All of us, we are the inner child. And I always say to my friends, anybody that I come into contact with, that never ever allow your your inner child to grow into an adult. Why? This is something that keeps us happy. When I say don't allow your inner child to grow, I mean that I could be walking from work, then I see some roses and I pick them up and I smell them, and it just gives you joy, because as adults we get so caught up with growing up, the issues of growing up. I don't want to drift off the subject that much. I go to the park sometimes, sit down on the grass, see a butterfly. This is how you keep that little girl, that little boy floating within you, helping you to maneuver through life's challenges and tough experiences, and of course your wonderful experiences. Funs. My first date with my dad. I missed all these things, and there's a lot of us that we have missed all this. Because I missed those dates with my father, the time I reached 21, 22, starting to relate to the male species, the opposite sex, it's difficult because my first love supposed to have been my second love, because my first love is gone, my creator. My second love being my dad, I didn't get to go through the processes of going on dates with my dad. 14-year-old me, I didn't go on dates with my dad. I didn't sit at the restaurant with my dad. My dad didn't hold my hand to school. He didn't tell me goodbye, see you later after school, I'll pick you up. He didn't give me a peck on the forehead. Those kind of things, my viewers. Most of us, we miss on that. And because of that, with the enter relationships, we come with all the burdens of being, I was told I was too clingy. And the clinginess comes from abandonment, the mistrust. You find you don't trust your partner. A lot of things. The insecurity, the not feeling worthy. This is what I've been working on for the past 3 decades when I'm overseas, as I'm coming back home and stuff like that. And my dear beloved viewers, my tribe, I'm saying this from my soul, from my heart. Until you heal these issues, we cannot really have a beautiful family. I know some people have gotten married with them, hoping they'll disappear. That's how we have people divorcing. I'm not saying all divorces are as a matter of broken childhood and traumatic childhood, abandonments, mothers. My mother was a domestic worker, so she did, as I say, I keep reiterating that she did the best she could with her wisdom, her own understanding of a life that time, but not aware that she was affecting my life in the future negatively, because this is what's happening. Whatever happened between 0 and 2, 0 and 7, 0 and 8 years old, you will start to see the manifestation of it after 35, 40. Because now the things that you think you hide or you're not sure what they are, the ghosts, as a little boy, you don't know what it is to be abandoned. As a little girl, you don't know what is to feel unworthy until you're 40, until somebody tells you they love you, but they never show up. So in my 30s, the struggle continued. And when I sat back, I love the mirror work. I sit before the mirror and I say, Jacqueline, how can such a beautiful, smart, intelligent woman not be able to have a good relationship? I trace everything back to the time I was wearing this little dress, back to the time I was fed. The relationship with my mom was fast. She had to come back from her work as a domestic worker on her Saturday, and Sunday, boom, she's back to her workplace. I'm left with abusive stepfather, abusive stepsisters. They did their best. I was there with them. And yeah, growing up like that, I don't know what really happens to a child's psychology when they're going through so much pain. That's why we're manifesting all these pains at this age. My dating life started meeting the nice people, good people, amazing people, rich people, whatever kind of men I desired. They came into my heart. But the issue, you can't keep a relationship. You are not feeling worthy of that person. When a guy comes to me and like, I love you, my name is John, I want to marry you. At the back of your mind, with a broken psychology, you think, this guy is so rich, he's so opulent, he's so intelligent, he's so smart. Because my language of love is war. The language I learned as a child of love it's war. I don't understand to be loved by being treated well. Though yes, I embrace few years of good relationships with partners living normally. There's issues, childhood issues, that were lingering at the back of my mind. Every time when I go to bed after a beautiful meal in a nice dress with my partner, I still have, he's not gonna stay. Because in the past, people never stayed. My dad never stayed. He told my mom when my mom was still pregnant that I'm not interested. So my viewers, all I'm talking about today is, all I want us to bring to the front today is that let's work on ourselves. We cannot hide from this challenge anymore. We cannot hide from this challenge anymore. What do? I'm not the professional speaker on this subject, but I know how I maneuvered from acknowledging that there's childhood trauma challenge that is interfering with my relationship. I started by one step, one simple small step, which was forgiving. I sat down with myself. I had my mirror. I said, Mama, my stepdad, you are all now in the grave. May your soul rest in peace. I forgive you. I started by forgiving my parents. Why? Because they did their best. The best they did for me, it's according to their understanding, their level of understanding, in terms of this parenting thing. Yeah? So I started by forgiving my parents because blaming people. I had a friend in the UK, Vivian. Vivian went to the grave blaming her mom. Even when her mom came from Zambia to visit, she was so horrible to her mom. We have to let go. We have to pour ourselves out. We have to cleanse everything that is not in alignment with our becoming. We must forgive. Forgiving is number one. In all the things that I've been doing, all the work I have been doing, forgiving is number one. It's of vital importance to forgive. Why? I'm not doing it for my mom. I'm not doing it for my stepdad. I'm doing it for myself because this pure heart of mine, now that I'm an adult, it doesn't belong to my mom or my stepdad or any one of the people that were part of my upbringing, my stepsisters. It's about me. I can't carry people around, grudging people around, when I'm supposed to become the best version of myself and live my life to the fullest. Part of my aligning to the destiny that I am given by the universe, by God, whichever way you call him, it's not going to happen until I forgive. As I say, my sister Vivian, may her soul rest in peace. She also passed on without forgiving. Number two, try utmost best to surround yourself with truly loving people. Loving people, they don't have to be part of your family, they don't have to be related to you in any way. As I've been traveling the world, I've met the most amazing people in my life. It's like God kept people out there for me to just love me. I mean, in Turkey, I was so loved. My first year in Turkey, I stayed with a family that they knew me not. They never knew me from Adam nor Eve, but they loved me. They gave me all the love. So look for those kind of people. Some people, they call them QOPs, OQP, only quality people, loving people, positive people that will nurture you and take you on whichever way you are. Not judgmental people, not smear character tribes. There are people who are on a smear character tribe. People who see walking into a place, they're just full of hate, jealousy, and no. Loving people. Your heart will tell you when people are loving. You feel comfortable next to them. You won't be sweating when you're having conversation. You'll just be relaxed. Yes, number one, forgive. Number two, find loving relationships. That's how I'm still sitting here. I didn't die from the pain that I endured as a child. Number three, self-care. We talk about self-care all the time. Self-care is not just buying the best lipstick in town, buying a nice dress, buying a nice hair. Self-care, walk. Take a brisk walk if you don't know how to run, if you don't like running. Clear your mind. Walking is good. I do the running every morning. 6:30 I'm running. Sit at a park. I sit at a park with my book and I read. I don't think of anything or anybody. I just indulge it in that book. The fourth thing you can do for yourself, do the things that you love. The reason I'm back to this channel recording, I know that this channel is my soul work. I might not know exactly how I'll get to where I'm going, but I know that I'm on the right track. Every time I come to the studio and record, I know that this is my love. This is my soul work. Because I believe exactly what Oprah said. Yeah? Every one of us, once she reached that level, our highest, best version of ourselves. So whether you've been brought up by rich families, poor family, whatever type of family you had, we all have faced the inner child struggle. The rich parents, they were not there for their children. The children felt neglected, abandoned with nannies. The poor children like myself, who is still abandoned, parents working hard as domestic workers, and never had enough money to bring us. So everybody, no one can tell me that I'm free from childhood trauma. What is the difference is the level of the trauma. You had nice sneakers, Busiso. You had nice, you went to a good school, private school, and another person went to a village school with torn and tattered uniform. But all of it, we need to heal this so that we can become the people that destiny has destined us to be. So, number one, let's do our best to forgive. Number two, what did we talk about? We spoke about, I said forgiving. It's the best thing we can do for ourselves once we've gone through childhood trauma. Number two, finding good relationships. It doesn't have to be your relations. Number three, self-care works for me. I'm sure it can work for you. Doing the things you like to do. It doesn't have to be a career. No. Doing the things you love to do means doing the things that make you feel fulfilled. You're a videographer, you're a model, you're a writer. Do the things that you love doing. Fulfill yourself. Help yourself to become the best version of yourself. I'm not saying we're going to forget just like that, oh, we were beaten up until we bled. No, I'm saying there's a journey. And this journey you took from 0 years to up to this stage had a purpose. I truly believe that my stepfather was a horrible man. But under the same breath, I know that my journey was purposeful. I know that everything that happened in my childhood, as painful and upsetting as it is, and many other people in this beautiful universe we live in, it's for a purpose. I know that today at 40, I know that what I went through was for my highest good. My stepsisters are still rotting in the village, purposeless. They beat me, they made me do all the house chores. It made me the strong, amazing, beautiful woman I am today. I've been to over 15 countries. I've become independent. When somebody can ask and say, Jacqueline, do I have to go through struggle to have a good life or to achieve something in life? Not necessarily. But in my personal journey, in my encounter with my life experiences, these things have strengthened me. There's no greater wisdom in any humanity that comes without the pain and the struggle. If you ask great people, Malcolm X, if you look at the life of Christ, if you look at the lives of so many people, they have undergone hardships. I've gone hardships, and sometimes I pity people who who talk bad about me, who envy me, who hate me, who despise me. Hate is a strong word. Forgive me for using the word hate. I have gone through my fair share of difficulties in life, and these are to come in my other podcast. But today I wanted to touch base on this inner childhood healing. How traumatic my life has been. And I know I'm not the only one, but I'm this one that is sitting on this chair today, expressing this to all of us, to ensure that the person that is about to commit suicide because of her mom, her dad, this and that, should not do that. It was tough for me. My mother was working, Wusiso. Sometimes I didn't have food to eat. Do not be deceived by the outer shell. When you see a beautiful woman in the street, just thank God for her. I went through a lot. I was the last born. When I say I was the last born, meaning I was the baby of the family. But I had to wake up and make fire for the whole of my stepsisters. All of them older than me, way older than me, in the rain. I had to do so many house chores. And I was still top 5 in school. So there's a level of grace that you are given, that you can carry this stake. That is why I understand my soul work. The burdens I carried as a child. Yes, the psychologist, whoever can say, this girl is healing, she must do psychology sessions, whatever. I have been my own psychologist. I've met most amazing people in my life, and I'm grateful. People that have shared some of my hideous, terrible stories, pathetic stories with, and talking about them has helped me heal. So at the end of the day, I ask you to follow our channel. There's a lot that I would love to share with us. The main desire from the bottom of my heart being for all of us to heal. There's a generation that knows nothing about endurance, patience, but I worked it all as a child. I don't know how, but the grace that I have been given to this day, and I'm still alive to this day, so I can come and testify that childhood trauma affects a whole lot of things. It affects your finances. It affects your relationships. It affects everything. The next subject, the next podcast, probably I'll talk about childbearing. I lost so many children. I don't have children. I lost pregnancies because the trauma is deeper than we think. The trauma is deep. So my amazing viewers, when I stand by the mirror, thinking about all these things that I'm sharing with you right now, at least one great thing I can tell Jacqueline: I'm here for you, Jacqueline. I'm going nowhere, Jacqueline. You're amazing and you're worthy. You're worthy of everything good. You're worthy of my love. And I'm going to be with you for a very long time, and I love you, Jacqueline. I pepper myself with beautiful words. I love myself. When I walk, people that know me, they can tell that this is a person that loves itself deeply. Go on. After all the pain you endured, after all your childhood trauma, after how you were raped and what have you, love yourself, parent yourself, give yourself every bit of love that you feel you were not given. Not just materially, psychologically. I read a lot. I read. Emotionally, nurture yourself. So from me today, it's a wrap when it comes to this subject. You are the best there is, and I would like you to follow us. Born for victory, born for victory, born victory. You are not a coward. He stands strong in the war, in the battle, and come out a winner. Because winners don't quit. We love you so much, and namaste.